Good morning.
Hello.
Oh, good start already. Good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to today's Super Mario Maker 2 Weekly. I'm Professor Render. Just that voice a while ago, which is August 40th. How are you doing today?
Pretty good. Super excited. Sorry for the delay as we were selecting levels fresh to all of our participants today.
Yeah, this will be quite exciting. I haven't been here for quite a while, so I do see some familiar names. We have Dobbs, Zero Planes, Chaos Legion, and Owlglass.
Yeah, as well as Just Fruit Salad will be joining us later on the restream. But we have some pretty exciting levels.
Yeah, and those who are not familiar with this weekly, we have levels that are curated by our level testers, and they have chosen 5 levels to start for the first part of the weekly. Then in the second part, there will be, I think, 3 levels that are
Yep.
picked, and they'll go one by one throughout each one of the levels to get the best time. And then the third and final part, we will go into endless mode, and to see who will get as many levels as clear as possible. And we are underway. Green flag is in the air. Starting things off with "Drop Down the Desert Drive" by Bob McName.
Yep. I'll play off a previous level. He added an extra R to that final word, and we are driving in our cars. This looks like a fun one to optimize, I can already tell.
Yeah, with the Koopa cars in the 3D World pack, pretty easy to get some nice times, which you take advantage of the tricks like those springboards and all that.
Yep, not to mention those boost pads. One thing about these cars is, though, the mechanics are a bit, let's say, wonky. Not too surprised seeing that death by Zero Planes over there. The cars are kind of tricky.
Yeah, because they move on their own, and you have some control over it. By some, I mean you can only move left and right. If you bonk into anything, there's just this knockback, and you only have 3 these bonks before it gets destroyed. Or at least 2 bonks, and then the third and final one, it gets destroyed.
Oh. And just all the sorts of enemies in the way. We have bullies, I don't even know what those flying bug type things are.
I forget the name of those. I know I've seen them when I was playing Mario Maker 2, but I forget the name for them too.
Yeah, those are probably one of my least favorite enemies. Well, there we go. Chaos Legion has reached the flagpole, taking a bit of an early lead.
Yeah, the first blood going to Jobs. And by first blood, I mean the first map. And now we're on our way over to Go Left Mario by TV Donut Boy.
Since the very beginning, Mario has gone right. A couple of levels you need to move left. I can think of Super Mario Brothers 3 level or 2 where there's a left section. But very interesting idea here, using the auto scroller to keep these makers moving left.
And an Hourglass finishing off Drop Down Desert Drive.
It looks like Dobbs is making a little more progress in this left level than Chaos Legion. Both at 2 coins. It's another interesting thing about this level of addition of the coins. Makes it a little trickier than just going left. To collect these coins along your route.
That is really true. The fact that that auto scroller is in that place, and it makes it a little tricky to get those pink coins.
Yep, but I think our racers are making progress. Oh, Dobbs taking a death. Not the type of level you want to be taking deaths to.
That is very, very true. Hourglass also on go left Mario. Zero Plane's taking a fall.
And Colossus Legion has found the axe.
Very nicely done for Colossus Legion.
Hourglass up to 4 of those red coins. But moving on, Colossus Legion has found himself in a Super Mario Bros. 3 theme. What's this one?
Airship.
Well, this is the Bowser's Siberian Stampede, I believe.
Double checking, that is called that is Bowser's Siberian Stampede by GFE.
And none other than the lead level tester. Working tirelessly behind the scenes, garnishing up enough levels where even if we give them 5, and 2 of our runners have played another 2 of them, we have plenty of levels to offer up.
Yeah, and in some circles you might know him as, especially for me, as a pretty good ALTTPR Link to the Past randomizer racer. He's taking the efforts to just do some level testing for this weekly.
And meanwhile, our other 3 levels are moving left. No one has found that axe. Oh, never mind. Dobbs just found that axe. The Colossus Legion with a pretty good lead.
Now, I remember playing this before, and that Bowser Jr. checkpoint is a nice little checkpoint in case you ever die. Because coming up is quite a lot of action comes up here.
Yeah, reminiscent of the old auto-scrollers in World 8 of Super Mario Bros. 3. But meanwhile, Zero Planes making pretty good progress, and the Hourglass has found the axe. Colossus Legion has found a Fire Flower. You're gonna try to optimize their iframes a little bit. Didn't gain much advantage, but there is the end of the level. I have to go into the subworld though for a Bowser fight.
Yeah, pretty quick and easy boss fight with the Fire Flower in hand, and the fact that he's a giant Bowser takes more hits than normal. And that'll do it.
Uncovers a hidden vine, and I think, yep, that's the level.
And now we're moving on to Piper's Platform World 2 by Johnny Ringo 4.
Super Mario World theme. And looks like a fairly simple platformer.
Bit of some spin jump action with that little C indicator.
Dobbs has almost made it to the subworld and the boss fight. There we go. Zero Plane still trying to nab that final coin.
And Chaos Legion or Chaos Legion finishing off Piper's Platform World 2. Very straightforward one. Bit of spin jumps here and there, and you're set.
They will be moving on to what I think is a very creative level title, The Toxical's Return.
That's like TI. By Surge.
Back in SMB3, we have some toxic goo rising up. And we got some icicles falling down. Gotta be careful. I think, yeah, it doesn't go down, and you gotta go quick.
This is pretty ingenious for this level because you have to not only defend the icicles, but you also got to get the timer and that quote unquote timer with the poison water.
Yep, you gotta lure the upcoming icicle. You have to lure it down, and at the same time, you have to make progress onto the one you're trying to land on.
I was having a little bit of trouble getting that lure down, but does get it now.
Dobbs having a bit of trouble with this spin jump there. Hourglass has reached the Bowser's fight.
Alright, Chaos Legion. Oh, had a bit of rhythm there, but falls into the poison.
Hourglass has lost their fire suit. Has to do it the hard way. One Bob-omb at a time.
And down he goes.
And that Bob-omb decided to sit on his head.
Thankfully, there is that checkpoint that Hourglass did pick up midway through the level.
Speaking of checkpoint, there's a checkpoint for Dobbs.
And Chaos Legion gets to the first part. There's the checkpoint.
But does not quite make it. Oh, Zero Planes, I think, is stuck. I don't know if he knows about going down in that red pipe.
Yeah, Go Left Mario really has to make you think about the auto scroll and how you find what pipe do you have to go to. I don't know.
Almost made it. And Chaos Legion, is this the end? Is this the last section here?
Oh, a speed run suddenly.
Oh! I think that caught him off guard. Oh, but there is the key for Zero Planes. Key door in hand. There's the axe. They're moving on. I'm sure that feels good.
And yeah, it looks like that is the end of it.
There's the end
Koas.
to Koas Legion.
Koas finishing up the 5 maps first. And now Dobbs sees himself on the Toxical's return, #TI. And Zero Planes now onto the Siberian Stampede.
I've seen Zero Planes come back like this before. And Hourglass is having a bit of a trouble with this Bowser fight. As he takes another death there. Dobbs has reached checkpoint on their final level.
And we have Just Fruit Salad joining us. They seem to be also on Go Left Mario.
Proven to be a challenge for sure. But if it is in round 2, it might give those runners who spent a bit more time in it a little extra knowledge on the best way to optimize it, as compared with the runners who kind of just flew through it.
Zero Planes gets the checkpoint.
Dobbs with some fancy footwork here. There he gets the pipe. One final section. Yep. Also caught off guard a little bit, I think. But neck and neck on the right-hand side of the screen between Hourglass and Zero Planes.
We'll have the Fire Flower. And that is Dobbs' final level finished up.
Just shy of 40 seconds behind Koas Legion. And Zero Planes is in the Bowser fight with the Fire Flower. That is potentially big. Might be passing up Hourglass if they can defeat the King Koopa. Just like that. Zero Planes will be moving along. Making very quick work of Bowser's Stampede. What was that called? Siberian Stampede.
And now onto Piper's Platform World 2 for Zero Planes.
And Just Fruit Salad is still working on the red coin level here. There's the checkpoint and an immediate death.
It's alright.
It's the best time to take a death, right after a checkpoint. Hourglass has the Fire Flower. Needs to keep it. Get in the pipe with the fire. That is a big advantage going into this pipe.
Oh, lost it.
Just fruit salad moving on to the final section. Can't get that jump though. It's a tough.
Now I see what Fruit Salad is trying to do. They're trying to reset the room so that way they can get up to that pipe, in which they
Like
did
that.
do that. There we go.
Just that was his first time in that pipe, so I don't think he knew what exactly to do. And unfortunately, the screen right there wasn't scrolled right enough, so has to do it again.
Now I kind of see what
There's-
they would need to do in order to do that, but Zero Planes does clear out Piper's Platform World 2.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Hourglass is back at the Bowser fight, Fire Flower in hand. Zero Planes is taking a 1-level lead versus our remaining 2 racers. That could be a problem there. Bowser kind of just destroyed the vine.
But that's no problem for Hourglass. But that is a level clear, and it's going to move on to Piper's Platform World 2.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain that the Bowser was required to be defeated after looking at that there, but no worries. They're moving along. Just Fruit Salad getting really close to that final coin. Dobbs is keeping their fingers fresh. Let's see if the Hourglass can't make up some time on Zero Planes. Munched by a muncher and poisoned up by some water.
Just Fruit Salad, they're just getting close to where they were originally at.
Back up the 4 coins, working on the 5th and final one. Oh, taking a start over though.
Ooh.
The Hourglasses made it into a pipe, found themselves a checkpoint. And oh, getting munched on right before jumping on the axe. That feels bad.
That really hurts for Hourglass.
Yeah. While Zero Planes almost making some progress there, but has a good lead on the final level, the Toxical's Return. But the Hourglass back at the axe and is gonna be moving on to that 5th and final level.
Let's see if the Hourglass can make up a bit of time just on Zero Planes, because Zero Planes making their way through. Oh,
Yeah, those icicles can be a little slippery.
alright. Over on Fruit Salad side, they are up to 2 pink coins. That door to reset the auto scroller. Oh, almost had it for Zero Planes.
Yeah, that is a tricky jump. That's for damn sure.
Zero Planes does get the checkpoint.
So the Hourglass has caught up to Zero Planes. They are both on that jump. I think they're both on the same jump.
Oh, but just Fruit Salad gets the check, gets the...
Oh, he got it.
Yeah, they got it. Just onto the key now, and that will do it. Just onto
Yeah.
the key door, and that will be it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to get back up there. They got in the vertical pipe. That's one of the biggest challenges of this game. But there's the key door. That's got to be a sigh of relief.
Very much a big sigh of relief. Now they're on their way over to Piper's Platform World 2.
I think there is the finish for Hourglass. If he can manage to stay alive, he's gonna take it. Zero Planes with a valiant effort, catching up through levels 4 and 5. But the Hourglass coming back.
Dodging. Oh, gets bit by the piranha plants.
This is a very tough section here.
Now, I remember one thing about the Siberian Stampede, that there was, and I'm not sure if this is still there, but there was a soft lock that could occur if you didn't make the jump at the very end before the Bowser fight. Not sure if that's still in there, but just Fruit Salad opted not to go for the checkpoint.
I'm not sure if they've seen the checkpoint.
The pipe was there, but Zero Planes finishing off the last level, the Toxicals Return.
Oh, those toxicals.
Very, very tricky.
Definitely a close race there on the right-hand side between Zero Planes and the Algalass.
Just Food Salad's going to go for that checkpoint, gonna fight off Bowser Jr., but actually gonna immediately head for that pipe, because really that pipe is only there, like that boss is just there to be a nuisance.
Luckily, only on the way down.
Yeah, doesn't pose a threat when you're coming up from that.
I'm staying fresh with a rather difficult troll level. But I think with that checkpoint and that tail, Just Fruit Salad is gonna make it on through over to the Bowser fight. Let's see if he can deduce that the Bowser isn't required.
To answer a question in chat, the name of the airship one is Bowser's Siberian Stampede by GFE.
These munchers are not playing nice.
Not at all. Fruit Salad making some progress.
There is the pipe and another checkpoint.
It's the final checkpoint for Fruit Salad before they finish off this map. Fruit Salad is making some progress even after the deaths. Just reiterate and after each death, and you'll be fine. Munching for the muncher, and that will do it. Or Fruit Salad onto the final map.
The Toxicals return. And just to note, Hourglass is on that level, but they've finished with round 1.
Okay.
Probably assuming that this will be featured for round 2 as well.
It makes a whole lot of sense. Really, this is one of the more trickier levels to take care of. A lot of precision platforming.
I think this is a different level. Yeah, that's a different level. I
Oh,
think
looks like a
maybe
different-
that was just the precursor, the prequel, if you will.
Yeah, I want to say that. Yeah, probably this is just that, but all the same sort of concept.
Yep, it might help them get into the mind of the level creator. That can be a benefit.
Yeah, the whole point of this level really is just precision platforming and speed.
So can confirm 2 separate levels. And sliding off that icicle into the poison. It's not what you want to do. You want to go up and over. Fortunately, these hitboxes on these icicles don't often play nice.
Yeah, really, it's just the top of the icicle, and I think a bit of places down is where it's safe to stand up. It's safe to be stand up, but everything else down the bottom, nope, just an instant death.
I think that was a world record that the Hourglass just got on that level.
Looks like that is confirming that was a world record. Of course, if he really wants to challenge himself, he could just do a ninja speedrun, but who am I to say? It's his choice.
Already has those gold stars floating around him.
Fruit Salad making some progress on the icicles or toxicals return. doesn't quite get the ends there of that section.
Yeah, I think that was their first attempt at it. This last one is certainly a challenge. Maybe not as bad as the auto-scrolling Bowser's Siberian Stampede, but this is some extra trickery involved with the rising floor. But gets the pipe, and that's a checkpoint.
Moving on to section 2.
Not quite moving fast enough.
Alright, getting some progress going. Oh,
Progress is progress, though.
yep, that is a good thing. Having those progress. I ran out of doors. That Dops level says. So it does get the first raised icicle. Doesn't quite get the second one. There's some progress being made for Solid. Oh.
Almost. So it's just another 2 sections. This is a mistake. Ugh, it's been over an hour now.
Oh, there's some,
And that's progress. Here
that's
we
quite a lot of progress.
go. All
On to
right,
the-
moving on to the last section here.
Yeah, the third and final section. Yeah, for Solid, caught off guard because of that quick auto scroller. This is a straight shot, and that will do it. Oh, didn't have enough time there.
but is getting some really useful knowledge.
Yeah, as
First
they say,
step of
no.
solving,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
the first step of solving any puzzle is a little bit of knowledge on how the puzzle works.
Yeah, as they say, knowledge is power.
Gets the spring jump already, just has to survive the piranha, and that will do it for Just Fruit Salad.
And that is the end of the first part, the first round. Now there will be a brief period, I think, before we get things underway on to the second round.
Yep, we traditionally give the runners a minute or two to cool down, and then inform them of the 3 levels for optimizing for round 2.
And here there'll be 3 specially created courses that were selected to be optimized worthy.
Any guesses as to which of the levels those might be?
Definitely the Toxicals Return. There's plenty of ways to. I see plenty of opportunity to, if you're with a bit of more precision, platforming and speed, and more execution, like better execution throughout each one of them. I feel like that would be great. Piper looks also good. Go
And
Left Mario does have a place, part of optimization.
don't forget that first level. I know it was some time ago, but that drop down desert drive. I think that one might be kind of fun to optimize, but we shall see.
Yeah, but given the fact that it's a car level, there's very. I don't feel like there's any possible way to optimize it, but I've been proven wrong numerous times, so we'll see what happens.
Where there's a will, there's a way. And it looks like a decision has been made. It is Drop Down Desert Drive for the first level of round 2 by none other than Bob McName.
Yeah, this is an interesting one because with a car level, you have to find some way to cut down on the bonks and like just when to bail outs or whatever. But we'll see what happens here. And looks like they'll getting the signal up. They should be starting up pretty soon over here.
Oh, they've received the countdown off stream while we're waiting on Twitch delay to catch up. And just a reminder, they will have 15 minutes for this optimization run before they move on to the next level. They can start an attempt at any time within the 15 minutes. So as long as the counter, as their timer has not reached 15 minutes or 0, whichever direction they're counting in, they can continue on with that final attempt.
Yeah, and the best time will be what counts here because they'll be taking pictures of their results after their best PB. They'll get to the best one that they have. They can choose. I think they can just, or at least not choose, but they opt to just choose the. Or, I don't even know. It's just the best time that they have a screenshot of, and that's it. It's been a while since I did this anyway. So, on to Drop Down Desert Jive.
Yep, we are off. is definitely a bit of a longer stage, so they will have fewer attempts at it. As well as the beginning, they're, I assume, gonna do a whole heck of a lot of exploration.
So we're joined by Koas Legion again. Is looking to be on, like, what I believe is the last bit of the section, and that is a first level clear.
Yep. Lots of bonking and bouncing going on, but they've reached the flagpole.
That's a 1:10.399.
It's about 70 seconds. Hopefully we can get that down to a sub-minute.
I'm sorry, 1:10.349. Dobbs finishing up his level 2. So time he will get 1:03.99.
Getting down. I'm guessing they can probably do this at about 55, maybe 50 seconds.
Given the world record is somewhere just floating up just a bit above 55, there is possibility that there can be more time that can be shaved just through optimal car execution, minimizing the bonks that if possible.
So what you're saying is the current world record is a little hairy?
I guess so.
We gotta shave some time off it, right?
Oh. Oh dear. But anyway, Dobbs on to the second part of this map.
Koas Legion moving very quickly. I think they've got a route in mind, and it's all about execution at this point.
The bully is getting in the way a bit. Alright, Koas Legion on to the final part.
And not even taking the car to the flag. That's probably faster.
See what he gets there. Gets a 1:18.742.
Meanwhile, I want to take a look at what Dobbs is doing. Chat is freaking out a little bit about his second section that he attempted. Unfortunately, I missed it.
I missed it too, but
Here's the second section.
alright, Dobbs, what you got for us?
Interesting.
Oh.
There's the checkpoint, but that's not going to help us.
Oh.
Hourglass has reached a brick wall, bonked into it, breaking open the path. There's Blackwell. That's a pretty quick time.
Hourglass got a time 51.75. Wow.
Dang. That's a new world record for sure. Coas Legion, not quite as fast. But that, I think, will be a PB for them.
Yeah, that's a 107.317.
But Hourglass throwing down the time to beat. Alright, now we're hunting down the sub 50, just like that.
Yeah, Hourglass literally in the driver's seat with that time in hand. Trouble getting that dug in the car, but Chaos Agent having to put it in another time.
Looking much better than their previous attempts. Sub-minute. 54 seconds in sec.
Yeah, 54.125. Also, Dobbs getting the time 55.558.
Pretty good, but not good enough. They are trying to take down a self-identified Apache helicopter in the Hourglass.
I'm sorry, but that just made me snicker too much.
Yeah, that's a behind-the-scenes joke. That reminds me, you should join the Discord if you haven't already.
Yeah, definitely get involved with our little event that we do. Whether you're a player or want to be a level designer for our weeklies, definitely get involved.
Or even if you're just a viewer, we always appreciate any and all feedback.
Yeah, we're always looking for feedback on how to improve on these weeklies.
Chaos Legion with a very quick first section there. Zero Plane's getting the flagpole. That's a sub-minute, but that's not gonna do it.
Yeah, that's a 57.883. Dobbs is also going to put in a time of almost 5 minutes left on the clock for Drop Down Desert Drive.
Our time is ticking down.
And 54.988 for Dobbs. Chaos Agent also getting a time in. That is a 53.296.
And they're pecking at the heels of the Hourglass. I guess maybe his talons. Beetles and piranhas and bullies. Hourglass gets stuck on one of those bugs.
Hourglass trying to replicate what he did in order to get that 50-second timer.
Yeah, that was something that they haven't been able to repeat. None of our other runners either.
And with Zero Planes looking to get a time in, let's purchase the final section. Looks like he's got a time. Got times of 53.566.
Good enough for third place, pecking at the heels of Koas Legion. Seems like everybody has the first section down.
Yeah, that first section down is pretty straightforward. Now just that second one. It's been a bit more optimization. What if they want a chance to knock down Hourglass's time? Dobbs gonna get a time in though. Let's approach the final section. Not gonna go for the car. Looks like he wants to save a bit of time on the flagpole.
Yeah, I think that's a valuable bit of info to have there. Saves you a little bit.
Especially with that
And there we go.
Yeah, especially with that 51.073. Just seconds behind the Hourglass.
It is now a race. Two of our runners proving that they should probably be able to sub 50 this level. I think with an extra 5 minutes, they would for sure.
Coming out of just 2 minutes left on the clock. Dobbs can actually find a way to crack that time that Hourglass did set up. That essentially a god route.
Zero Planes making a final run at it, grabbing the car. Actually, it looks to be like a pretty good time.
Zero Plane's got a time too. What's that time? A 46.249. That is impressive.
That's a new world record. That might be making our other runners start scratching their heads. What route did Zero Planes just take? That's 4-second best on the previous record. And we have less than 90 seconds to go to make an attempt.
And Dobbs gonna have to have the run of his life in order to catch up on Zero Planes.
Anybody can still do it now. It just takes one attempt. That's not how you do it on Dobbs' screen. Too much bonking back and forth.
Ooh, Hourglass looking to have a really good time here as well. Just pretty much that trampoline boost.
Zipping through. This right here, that bonk on the Piranha takes a bit of time to reset. Dodges the flying spring though, that's pretty good. We're at the final second, so these will be the final attempts here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As Hourglass, that'll be his final attempt.
And in spectacular fashion too, a 44.974.
Wow. Answering back. Not like Zero Planes just coming in there out of the blue, taking his record. He answered back with a 44.
Very nicely done from the Hourglass. He's finally able to replicate what he had done previously with that 50-second time.
And that will be it for round 2. Hourglass taking the first part of round 2 here in Bob McName's Drop Down Desert Drive. Get your GGs in chat for all your racers here. So just a quick recap of part 1 for round 2. The Hourglass taking it with a time of 44.974. Zero Planes with a second place finish of 46.249. And then we have Dobbs with the time of 51.073. Coas Legion with a final time of 53.296. Fruit Salad, unfortunately, with the time of 1 minute 10 1 minute 10 seconds, 0.649. But Water Under the Bridge is we're moving on. I think we're moving on to that auto scroller level. If there has been a potential spoiler in the chat.
Yeah, I wonder what will happen here. I'm hoping that if Go Let Mario, I'm really hoping to see what happens. How they're able to optimize the pink coins, as well as the routes that they need to take through it. All those execution really matters here.
Yes, time to just go left. So our runners are getting set up behind the scenes. And then, of course, we have to wait for Twitch delay. But this would be a great time to join the Discord. Give any of these racers a follow if you're not already following them. Of course, without them racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced.
Yeah, and if you want to contribute to some levels, or at least if you want to join us, if you're skilled enough to talk about this, definitely join a Discord. Definitely get involved. Make a level, and if it's good enough, then by all means, you'll be probably seeing your level here on the weekly.
Was I supposed to be talented at talking before I signed up? Should I not be here?
No, you're fine. You're fine. Like I'm talented in it. You're talented. We're all talented. I mean, I come from the Link to the Past randomizer community, for crying out loud. I'm doing this because I feel like doing something else. But we're underway with Go Left Mario, the second part of round 2.
Another 15 minutes on the clock. Some racers counting up, some racers counting down. Who will be the
right?
Who will be the fastest at picking up these 5 pink coins? Pink coins, red coins.
Like what Dobbs is doing too is just like what happened with Fruit Salad a while ago, during the first round, using the door to reset the auto scroller so that Dobbs can get a bit more time to get that little tight gap with the springs.
He gets the coin, but misses the door. It's not something they'll want to be doing on their final attempts.
That is for sure.
Sort of, at this point, I think getting reacquainted with this level. But soon they won't want to be missing any of these doors. They're going to want to one cycle this every time. Hourglass is up to 4 coins.
So is Coas leading?
1 pipe. There's the pipe. There's the 5th coin. Can he get? Yes, he barely gets in that door. Wow.
Very nicely done for the Hourglass.
Is that? sub 30. And Chaos Legion right behind him.
Very nice, and that it definitely is sub 32, 27006.
Wow. Whew. Chaos Legion not quite as fast. Maybe 43.
43040.
So Hourglass once again dominating here in round 2 with the optimization.
Oh, I like what Hourglass is
Oh,
doing.
yep.
Just
I
taking
think
advantage.
that's
Go ahead.
yeah, a little bit of cheese.
Yeah, I was just taking advantage of the fact that the coins, even the doors are, even when you go through a door, I mean in general too, just save those 2 coins for just one fell swoop. But
Yeah, kind of a 2-for-1 deal there.
0 Planes gets a 42-190.
Definitely proving to be a quicker level, so they'll have many more attempts in at this.
Yeah, we're still really early into this optimization round for this map. Dobbs gets a time.
So far, though, I haven't seen anyone else use this strat that the Hourglass is.
Yeah, that is for sure. Dobbs getting a 53-790, but Chaos Legion also getting a time. And that time is going to be 36-064.
Good enough for second place, but still 9 whole seconds off of the current record by the Hourglass.
Chaos Legion might be thinking, what did Hourglass even do to get that 30-second time? Like that sub 30 time? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's some trick. He knows there's got to be something that he did. The route that he went. See, it's right there. That time to get that coin.
Dobbs is up to 4 coins so far.
Yeah, Dobbs and 0 Planes on a pretty good run. Dobbs missed that jump. He's gonna reset it going in and out of the pipe. 0 Planes gets it though.
And that pipe jump is very key in order to finish that, to get that final key, or that final pink coin. But 0 Planes does get a time.
The Hourglass is on a run of their own.
Yeah, it's looking really good. 0 Planes time 35-606.
Sniping out Chaos Legion for that second place prize.
But Hourglass gets a time. Let's see what the time comes down to. Ooh, 26-473. Another world record for Hourglass.
Getting nice and smooth here, going left. Hourglass is saving almost 10 seconds compared to our other racers with that strat. And that blue falling platform, if there's a way they could get under it, that might save a little bit more time.
Yeah, it's still very possible to get sub 25 just through a bit more improved execution, but Hourglass does get a time.
Yeah, but it really isn't a whole lot more that the Hourglass can do, I think.
Oh, but that 25806 says otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think, though, for example, we're gonna see a sub 24. I've been wrong before, though. I will most certainly be wrong a million more times.
Yeah, Hourglass would have to make a pretty good run optimizing that strat that Hourglass came up. Oh, Dobbs gets a time, and it is going to be 37-56.
Yeah, at this point, the other racers are definitely scratching their heads at what in the world is Hourglass doing?
Yeah, they're not even aware of the fact that they can just keep one of the coins on the screen and then just go for it in one fell swoop.
It's a case of the shinies, I think. Ooh, shiny.
Yeah, that does get to a lot of the runners, but
It's like Adam West and a piece of candy.
but Hourglass does take a death, but it's okay. He knows the route. He's able to just recover from there. Koa's Legion doesn't quite get that pipe.
Koa's Legion is trying out stuff here, a bit dangerous with just 5 minutes to go. But I think at this point, they know that they've got to do something kind of unorthodox in order to get the time that the Hourglass is getting, or better.
Yeah, this route that Hourglass has is proven to be the clear and best route that these runners could take if they know how to use the doors right. But Hourglass is going to get a time here. He's got the final pink coin and also gets the anchor, or the axe.
I did a slightly different strat going in that bottom pipe there towards the end.
Oh, by milliseconds, 25,690.
I think sub 25 is mythical at this point. 4 minutes and counting.
Now, one thing that the chat does bring up, door transitions do not count towards the in-game time. In fact, it pauses the timer. So using the doors in order to save a bit of time could help if the map is designed to be like that. But also works for the same way as blocked pipes. If you're blocked by a pipe, you're blocked by something that's in the way when you're trying to go under a pipe, you'll just go back and no time will be added towards your in-game time. But 0 points gets a time.
And that looks like a sub 30.
Definitely
Join the sub 30 team.
Yeah, definitely looks like a sub 30, and rightfully so. That was 28.983. I'm also way behind.
Yep, with just 2.5 minutes left, these racers are going to be making their final attempts.
And that'll be in the end of. Then we'll no longer have to go left for a little bit more longer. We'll see what happens in the final score once that is all over. At least for the final map.
Both Chaos Legion and Zero Planes with a slightly different strategy, getting coins 1 and 2. It's not the same trick that the Hourglass is making. Yep, our racers can finish up until the 15-minute mark. We have until the very last second, as Dobbs claims the axe.
And Dobbs gets the axe there. Let's see what time that he gets out of that. Oh, 24,056.
And off stream, there's also another sub 25 at 24.48 by Just Fruit Salad.
There you go. There's the sub 25 that I was hoping for, and it was the final last minutes of this map.
And Hourglass has got to not be liking that one. The final minute approaching, I think they thought they had this one in the bag. All of a sudden, these other racers are posting sub 25s.
Looks like this. We're running out of time now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time is up.
They can finish this last attempt here. That will be it for Dobbs. That will be it for Zero Planes.
Chaos Legion gets his final time in. And his final time will be 35.40.
And the Hourglass is gonna finish up this run here.
And that is Hourglass's final time there. Let's see what he does get out of that. $25,906, but they'll keep the 25,690.
Get your GGs in chat for our racers. But Dobbs taking it out, sniping it at the final minute. Fruit Salad also knocking the Hourglass down into third place for that part of round number 2.
Looks like the map was already confirmed. We'll just see what that turns out to be as we enter that. It looks like it's going to be Piper's Platform World 2 by Johnny Ringo 4.
Looks like our racers are readied up. Just waiting on the countdown. But this downtime is the perfect opportunity to check out anything you maybe have been procrastinating. Joining Speed Gaming Discord, checking out the schedule, giving these racers a follow.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is it's a great opportunity to get involved with this, with the weeklies. Get also involved with this whole Speed Gaming network. There's quite a lot of stuff going on.
It's a busy weekend, that's for sure.
Yeah, we got quite a lot of action coming up tonight, directly after the this weekly race, or yeah, weekly race. So, just to name a few of them, we have the Super Mario Sunshine 2v2 Blackout Bingo tournament coming up at 4 p.m., 5:30 p.m. We also have some Super Mario 3 Mario 3 randomizer tournaments going on at 8 p.m. More importantly, though, one of the big ones for me, the Link to the Past randomizer 2019 tournament / 2020 tournament is going on. 8:20 p.m. We have an exciting match going on there, as well as some Azure Dreams on 5 p.m. and the Super Mario All Stars All 4 tournament at 10:20 p.m.
We have tons of content here on Speed Gaming. We got 6 channels, plus another 3 or 4 in foreign languages.
Yeah, definitely follow them all for more exciting content. If I'm more honest, I'm really excited for the 2019 tournament for Link to the Past randomizer. Got an exciting match of Jet 82 versus Nimban, round 2. Definitely don't want to miss this. It's gonna be on Speed Gaming 1, just Speed Gaming by itself, and that I don't think it's enough showing of my randomizer. And also, though, as GFE points out in the chat, coming up in March is the second season of the Link to the Past Randomizer League. That's going to go on Speed Gaming channels as well as a couple other channels outside, hosted by by some really talented restreamers on the ALTTPR League. I think 2, 3, and 4. In addition to that.
And behind the scenes, our racers have got their counting, so we just need to catch up to Twitch delay. And they'll be off with another 15 minutes trying to optimize Piper's Platform World 2 by none other than Johnny Ringo 4.
This is a fun one to go through, if I'm honest.
If it seemed like this didn't cause our racers much of a hiccup in round number 1. That being said, they didn't have a whole lot of time playing it. And I don't think there's like many diverging routes that you can take. So the optimization is going to be pretty straightforward. Just nail your jumps.
It's all about execution, and we are underway. Green flag is in the air for the final time in round 2.
Already at a checkpoint. Zero planes, I think.
Chaos Legion. Oh, it's tearing up for a little bit, but gets sniped by that muncher.
I'm like in round one, these checkpoints aren't gonna do anything for these racers. It's gonna be a one shot at glory type deal. And there's the oh, almost.
Oh, that
Dobbs waited for the muncher, jumped over it, but that hitbox not playing nice. Feels
Yeah.
bad, man.
Yeah, that really hurts for Dobbs. It's looking to be a really good time too.
Colossal Legion making some progress. Moving towards that goal tape. There's the axe, there's the muncher, and does not jump on the muncher. Jumps on the axe, and that will be our first time of part 3 of round 2.
And the time that Chaos Legion gets is a 47.778.
That will be good enough for first at the moment.
Yeah, it's still very early on in this this last round. Still a lot to play for, but Dobbs gets another time as well.
Yeah, we definitely want to post the time. You don't want any zeros.
That is for sure. Dobbs gets a 49.284. Zero Planes also gets a time, and that is a 54.262.
So not a whole lot of wiggle room, but we should see some 45s, some 46s for sure. Don't know how much lower that time can get though. And that's just due to the nature of the level design.
Yeah, it's all about execution. That's the biggest thing about this. Looks like Chaos Legion finds a little bit of a secret that a little bit of a shortcut. Doesn't have to go all the way down near the lava in order to at least get to that pipe. At least those platforms to get to the pipe. But Dobbs and Chaos Legion synced up between each other. Chaos Legion gets the
Neck and neck.
Yeah, it was neck and neck there. Chaos Legion gets the axe first. See if that shortcut does actually end up getting himself a better time. And Chaos Legion posts at 47.778. Dobbs just waiting in the wings of 49.284. Oh, Outclass takes an unfortunate death just right just before the axe.
Zero planes with clear, but that won't do it.
Yeah, it's 55.63.
Hourglass has made it to a checkpoint, making a run as Chaos Legion has found the axe yet again.
Let's see what that time is posted. 45.208. Very nice.
Yeah, that'll do it for first place, taking the lead. Hourglass answering right behind him.
It fires back with a 44-635.
We've got a race on our hands. 9 minutes and counting.
Alright, Colossus Agent on to the second section.
These very precise jumps are not easy. Definitely not as easy as these racers make them look.
Alright, Colossus post a time here. If you can keep this up and not get munched by that muncher, which comes out at the very end.
Now, Dobbs died there trying to get an interesting little skip. Tried to skip 2 of the platforms in a section. But there's the axe for Chaos Legion.
Yeah, that's another axe. See what the time ends up being. Oh, 44-738, just milliseconds behind Hourglass.
Yep, those racers are really close.
Chaos Legion does have an idea as to get that time down to a 43. Just needs to push for it. Or even better, just get a 44 and be ahead by milliseconds.
That certainly makes it more exciting.
Hourglass finds the second section, but dies on the Munchers. Chaos Legion also on the second section, as well as Dobbs.
I think might be tempted to use that checkpoint here on a run, just to get a little more practice on that second section.
Dobbs and Chaos Legion. Oh, Chaos Legion takes a death near the very end, but Dobbs getting past that section where Chaos Legion died, on their way over to finish up the last bit of Piper's Platform World 2.
That is a 45-second run for Dobbs, and not good enough.
Needs to push to a second and some milliseconds apart in order to make that to get that time to beat the time Hourglass had set.
JFE in chat dropping the knowledge bombs, just like in the real physical world. What goes up must come down, so the higher you jump up off these platforms, the more time you have falling back down to the platform to jump off again.
Chaos Legion about to finish this up on the final section. This time getting past those spinies. That's the axe for Chaos Legion.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick one.
Is it enough to beat Hourglass's time? It is a 43.
It is indeed.
43-834. That is now the time to beat. Koalas Legion now in the lead. It's only just 4 minutes left to go in the final round of round 2.
Koalas Legion won round number 1. Hourglass has been dominating in round 2. Koalas Legion would very much like to take some points away from the Hourglass here on the last part of round 2.
Very much so. It's on to the third. Oh! Gets bit by the spiny. The munchers. Not spinies, munchers. Koalas Legion looking to try again here on the third phase. Alright, he got a time. Alright, that time is going to be 43 something.
Not good enough to beat their own record.
That's for sure. Zero Planes also gets a time, and this time is going to be 47.514. Dobbs onto the final phase. Alright, that's the axe for Dobbs. With only a minute left to go, they're about to wind down and get ready for their final attempt. Dobbs getting a 44.811.
Pecking at the heels of the world record held by Koalas Legion. Hourglass is approaching the axe.
Will be enough to stop Koalas Legion within the last minute of this match. It is going to be the case. 43.401, just milliseconds. Hourglass steals the lead from Koalas Legion just by milliseconds.
New record.
But I think that realizing that is the last thing he could really do.
Yeah, seconds away from the final attempts here.
Yeah, this can still finish this out if they are able to do so after time has expired. Afterwards, once that time runs out, which it has, they cannot do any more times. Dobbs has finished. Zero Planes has finished. Hourglass on their way to finishing.
Just Fruit Salad off stream also finished. Their final time being a 46.129. But that will be it for Koalas Legion. And that will wrap it up for round 2. Hourglass sweeping round 2. Very impressive. Get your GGs in chat for all our racers.
Yeah, Dobbs was actually able to steal. If you remember from round 2, Dobbs, I believe he was able to steal. If I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Dobbs actually had stolen the lead off of the Hourglass. An impressive time just near the very end of that. But now, after a brief break, now it's time to go into expert endless challenge mode. And all they have to do is complete as many levels as they can.
And a correction, Hourglass did not win the second level in round 2.
Yeah, that is right, because Dobbs... Yeah, Dobbs, I did say... Dobbs did seal it afterwards.
But good news for all the racers. Round 3 is the heaviest weighted of the rounds, I think.
Yeah, now the goal really is to finish off as many levels as possible within Endless Challenge Expert mode.
Yep, so all 4 racers will most certainly not be getting the same levels. But they can get the most clears, they will win the round.
Yeah, and they're able to skip as many times as they want. And if they game over, it's okay. They can still keep going. It's just a matter of how many levels they have cleared, and not the overall best time. The best of all the maps combined. Or is all the levels completed combined. Or no, just not even that, just the highest score up to that point.
They're taking a brief moment, but it does look like everybody's ready. And as you see, 2 different strats going on between the right and the left-hand side of the screen. On the right-hand side, Zero Planes and Hourglass have started a fresh run of Endless Expert, so they have 15 lives. Their high scores most likely not being broken during this final round. On the other side of the screen, Chaos Legion and Dobbs have a whole bunch of lives. Over 75 on Dobbs, 85 on Chaos Legion. But they are progressed along in their run such that every new clear, they will spend a few seconds waiting on that high score animation to complete. So it's a bit of a trade-off between that animation and any potential game overs, because with just 15 lives, yeah, that might happen.
Yeah, and especially with Chaos Legion and Dobbs, they really do not want to start a new game. They've built up their Endless Challenge so well over the course of these couple of weeklies that they have done. And they're hoping to get a high score on the actual Super Mario Maker 2 leaderboards that Nintendo has provided.
I mean, they could always create an alternate Mario Maker 2 weekly account, but that's just picking hairs.
Nah, I don't think they're ever gonna do that. Because that means they'll start a brand new save file, start a brand new story mode save file, all that. I don't think Dobbs and Chaos Legion ever wants to do that.
Yeah, I think they're set to their strats.
So,
and they will have 20 minutes in this third and final round.
Yeah, they have to clear as many levels as possible, and like I mentioned before, if you game over, it's okay. You can continue. It's just the total amount of levels that you have completed throughout as many runs as possible if you're going to start off of a fresh save.
Yep. And unlike the previous round, as soon as that timer reaches 0 or the timer reaches 20 minutes, that's it. No final attempt. As soon as we're done, we're done.
Yes. So, if they want to skip, they should do it sparingly, or at least conservatively. Don't just overspend on those skips, because that does cost time. Very precious time that they need to clear as many levels as possible. Of course, it's always possible just to skip a level if they all feel that they're not, if this is not the level they could confidently clear, or if it's some spam involved.
We have been rejoined by Just Fruit Salad there in the top right-hand side of your screen. Looks like our racers are ready to go. Here comes the countdown off stream, behind the scenes. Just have to wait for Twitch delay to catch up. In the meantime, make sure you give all these racers a follow. Without them racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced, as they are off.
Green flag is in the air for the final time in this Mario Maker 2 weekly of February 15th, 2020. Kawas Legion fighting a P-switch level.
Very aptly, we have Luigi's on the left, Toad and Toadette on the right. Ooh, Hourglass unfortunately has an underwater level. I'm not sure what's going on down there.
Dob is finding a Link level.
Oh, yikes. Link levels are fun, but they can kind of be a little long.
Oh, Kawas Legion takes a death on that Thwomp.
Zero Plane's off stream, taking an early lead with a clear.
Dobbs fighting off Ganon and Bowser, I guess. But does make it through. And that is the end. That is one map down for Dobbs.
Kawas Legion still plugging along this P-switch challenge. And the Hourglass trying to take out all these blowfish. It's a start at the beginning and has to clear, I think, all of the ones on screen.
Yeah, it's a quite a heavy spam level.
I think the key would be to make sure all the fish are traveling the least amount of distance. So if you were to swim up towards the top of the flagpole, I think some of the fish would have to swim a shorter amount of distance.
Dobbs finds a pickup pipe. These can go either way. Either it would be a troll or not.
And Kawas Legion running out of P-switch time as the Hourglass has completed that blowfish challenge on the board.
Dobbs opting to skip that one level. Just Fruit Salad finds a P-switch, a Pow Block jump level, in Super Mario World style.
And unfortunately gonna skip it. Can Chaos Legion make the P-switch? She does. Glass moving on to what looks like a Super Mario World speedrun. Skipping a P-switch section, getting trolled by an on and off switch. As it looks like Chaos Legion is reaching the final section of this level.
Looks like to be very the end of it. Yes, that is the case. GG for Chaos or Chaos Legion. That is now 2 maps to his name.
No, Chaos Legion has 1 clear,
Oh, it is one.
0 planes, and the has 2.
Oh, it is 1. Okay, never mind. But I thought he cleared the other one, but oh no, that was his first one, right?
Yeah, that was the first one. They spent a whole heck of a lot of time on there, but hopefully that pays off. Just Fruit Salad has a 1-screen level, similar to the Blowfish level that Owlglass just cleared. Speaking of Owlglass clearing levels, there's another clear to Owlglass's name. 2 on the board for them. And I think Just Fruit Salad, yep, they're gonna maybe skip, count their losses.
Dobbs finishing a level.
Alright, we're tied up at 2 apiece.
Looks like the win condition for Fruit Salad is to have a star in place and clear the level fully while
Good
that
news.
star is in place.
Yeah, good news there is that star can't be too far away from the flagpole. Gotta be somewhere nearby. Oh man, Chaos Legion trying to get through this. Almost cheesed it and broke the level. Whole glass on a rather slow auto scroll.
Chaos Legion gets his second map down for real this time.
Ooh, Dobbs barely dodging the fire bars, and there's the flagpole for Dobbs. That's clear at number 3. Dobbs taking the lead. Just Fruit Salad in a 3D level. Stuck for the moment in a clear pipe. I think that's got to be it for that attempt anyway. Owlglass has a whole bunch of keys going through the key doors. And there is a clear for the Owlglass. Tied up at 3 for Owlglass, 3 for Chaos Legion.
Chaos Legion finds a speedrun level. Ooh, Fruit Salad breaks through that those blocks with the cat suit. Down to 1 life.
Not a good feeling. Oh, Chaos Legion letting that Bob-omb walk right into him, giving him a hug. But Dobbs with another clear.
Furusawa does cancel out that dive with the cat suit. Chaos Legion finding another speedrun level. And that is a clear for just Fruit Salad. Now
Just
they're on
Fruit
the
Salad
board.
on the board.
Yep.
Looks like Chaos Legion is on a Kaizo speedrun level. Got some Kaizo tricks going on.
I really like that structure that Dobbs has.
Yeah, the level Dobbs is playing has some very unique aesthetics to it. And Speed Gaming Bot is reminding you, make sure you go and vote on your favorite level of the week. As well as a place to go check out the current standings.
Chaos Legion unfortunately takes a death just right before the flagpole.
Dobbs has found a speedrun level of their own. Ooh, this looks exciting. Oh, there's Dax. That's very exciting. Dobbs taking the lead, extending it to 5.
Dobbs is looking to try to extend it further, depending on what happens. We're just halfway through this final round.
Just Fruit Salad with another clear right away, up to 2. That's the way you want to do it.
Chaos Legion runs out of time near the very end.
Dobbs now in Winter Wonderland, has to collect some coinage.
Furusawa disabling the comments on that particular map. Chaos Legion does get that clear done, now up to 3. So 2 more to catch up to Dobbs.
Speaking of catch up, Hourglass has to catch up to the P-switch timer wearing off before they can make progress.
Just Fruit Salad does get a game over, unfortunately, so it's going to spend a bit of time to get back into position for the next couple of rounds.
But there is a
Even
clear
if
for
Fruit Salad does,
Hourglass.
even if Fruit Salad does game over, that still doesn't mean that Fruit is stuck at 2. There's still plenty of opportunity to make up more time. Or at least not make up more time, just at least clear more levels.
Yep, you never know when you're gonna get one of those 20-second, 30-second speed runs, and it's just a walk in the park. There's a star for Chaos Legion. Big Boo with the key.
Using that cloud, Chaos Legion using the cloud to get rid of that Boom Boom.
Let's take out the Magic Koopa, or thought he did anyway. Meanwhile, off screen, Zero Plane's keeping it interesting. 4 clears of their own. Well, Hourglass and Zero Planes tied at 4. Dobbs with the lead at 5. Looks like Hourglass is approaching the pipe. Is this the final section? No, that's the end. Alright, Hourglass tying it up with Dobbs. 5-5. There's a Meowser dead on Dobbs' end.
First, I find to jump around looking for those hidden blocks, trying to find the right one. It's never fun having to deal with a level that forces you to do it. Hourglass finds a link level, and Dobbs extended his lead up to 6.
Yep. Finish high 5 between Dobbs and Just Fruit Salad. Dobbs with a 3-level lead.
Hourglass haven't used the shield that Link has in order to bounce that spike ball that the spike shoots out.
In a bit of a boss fight, has to dodge some falling munchers. This one falls on his head.
Hourglass making sure doesn't want to leave the Master Sword behind. And that's that boss fight done. Now this is the actual boss fight. Sorry about that NES Ganon.
It's a pig.
It's a pig, but it's actually a muncher, a giant moving muncher. But that's the end of that map. Hourglass moves up to 6.
Keeping it interesting. 6 for Dobbs, 6 for Hourglass.
We're pushing 5 minutes left on the clock.
And clear number 4 for Chaos Legion.
Ooh, Hourglass takes a dip into the lava.
Yeah, that's what YOLO strats get you more often than not. Dobbs has a key. There's a key door. And another high 5 at the top. Just Fruit Salad and Dobbs clearing levels at the same time. But that is 7 for Dobbs. 4 for Just Fruit Salad.
Looks like Hourglass is about to finish too. Does so, keeping things a bit interesting. Also at 7 apiece.
Answering Dobbs right back.
Both of these runners have an opportunity to either extend the lead or take the lead back. As it looks like Dobbs finds a speedrun level. Does run out of time. But have plenty of lives. That won't really affect him from losing his entire run. I mean, look at all those lives he picked up.
Chaos Legion, though, with another clear, as Just Fruit Salad also apparently likes to high 5 their fellow racer.
Yeah, they're both Fruit and Chaos Legion have 5 to their names.
Was that a high 5 on the 5th clear? That makes sense. Looks like the Hourglass is gonna dip into this house as Dobbs takes the lead. Clear number 8.
Kawas Legion finds a Boom Boom fight. Looks to be a Pom Pom fight. Going to skip that.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same.
Looks like Hourglass also finds a boss fight. This time it's Bowser Jr. About 2 minutes left to go on the clock.
Just Fruit Salad has found this 3D world level. Has to use the cat suit quite frequently, it looks like. Oh, and there's the flagpole. And that will be clear number 6 for Fruit Salad.
Just that also looks like Hourglass had finished the map. Now up to 8.
Tied up again. Here's a clear condition for Dobbs. And that's flagpole.
Kawas Legion doesn't have the other key that he needs to finish off that level. Opting to take the death there instead of skipping.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point they know what to do. Just have to execute.
Yeah, but Dobbs also gets a finish. Now up to 9. But at this point, I think Dobbs might have just had it. I mean, at least I have it here.
Yeah, we are at 30 seconds and counting. So it will be up to the Hourglass to tie it up in the final seconds. Unfortunately, that's not what you need to do. That's not the best thing when you're dealing with an auto-scroller.
And especially with a Picador, too. And
yeah, that's the wrong choice.
Yeah, but that's a game over for the Hourglass.
I mean,
and that is it.
Yeah, couldn't have happened at a more reasonable time. That is the end of the round and end of the weekly.
Dobbs finishes up his map. That one is not going to count, I don't believe, because that is now 9. Because that ends up Dobbs finishing at 9 clears. Our results here near the end of that was Dobbs finishing first with 9 clears. The Hourglass in second with 8 clears. Just Fruit Salad in third place with 7 clears. And let's see. So let me count this again. Kawas Legion in fourth with 6 clears. And Zero Planes with 5 clears.
We need to do some tabulating, and then we will have a final rank for everybody. But if you haven't already, make sure you give these racers a follow. Without them racing these races, we wouldn't have these races to watch being raced. Also, give it up for Speed Gaming for hosting these races, along with all the awesome content they have. Make sure you go and check out the schedule. Anything that piques your curiosity, check it out. Tons of cool stuff going on here, as well as my co-commentator, Professor Renderer.
Definitely check me out. I might be streaming later on today if I still feel like it. I owe my viewers a Valentine's Day race.
Very cool. And it does look like we have a winner. Dobbs taking it there in round 3. First place finish. The Hourglass in second, sweeping round 2. And Kawas Legion, the victor of round number 1, in third place. So GG's to all our racers here. Hopefully, they will be joining us in the commentators booth in just a moment. That gives you plenty of time to give them a follow. Plenty of time to join the Discord, see how you can get involved. We're always looking for racers to get racing, level creators to submit their levels, level testers to test out said levels, and then volunteers to do commentary, to restream. Tons of fun, and yeah, always happy to have new faces in new places. But Professor Renderer, did you have a favorite stage of our featured stages? I know I was certainly partial to that, the Toxical's Return. But Go Left Mario was also a pretty fun level. Not sure which one at this point is going to get my vote, but I think that will be closing in just a moment. And welcome to the Owlglass. GG's.
GG.
What'd you think of the race this week?
Once C's here to talk to us. Also, Dobbs is here. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
GG, everyone.
GG.
Oops. Okay.
There you go. Hi, Hourglass.
Hey.
So, for both of you, how was that weekly for you?
Oh, I had a bit of trouble with with some of the levels in the blind run. I kept getting caught on the same spot in like 2 or 3 different levels for a while. Didn't work out great.
Yeah, I had issues with that one Bowser fight that wasn't even necessary. Oh my god, I raged.
Oh, the one in the Siberian Stampede.
Yeah, that one.
GFE, how could you? How could you leave us with that random Bowser fight?
I mean, you could just we found out later on you could just skip it. You could just take you take a damage boost.
Yeah.
We saw Zero Planes in round 1 pass you up at that stage, but you managed to come back and make a comeback there in stage number 5.
Yeah, I got lucky. Icicle, well, because of the IS team Icicle, and they make all kinds of Icicle levels, so I kind of get a lot of practice with those people, so...
But Dobbs there in part 2 of round 2, kind of sniping victory away there.
Yeah, I feel like I got very lucky of going from dead last to first suddenly. I just could not wrap my mind around how everyone was getting these 28, 27-second times, and I was sitting there around upper 30s, and then it just suddenly worked for... I can't why.
Yeah, I think the Owlglass had an interesting strategy between coins 2 and 3, where instead of going to that second coin and then in the door, he went in the door, got the third coin, and then looped back around for the second one. But you managed to snipe it out at the last second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sad days.
Yeah, that was a very creative strategy, taking advantage of the going left mechanic and using the doors to reset the auto scrollers.
Yeah, but you could have, well, the thing that I failed at was getting the platform skip. You could bypass the platform and save like maybe another second or so, but I don't know how he got 24, honestly.
Yeah, it's definitely a VOD to go back and check out. It's just one of those little things we thought you had the strat there and no one else was doing it, and then all of a sudden Zero Planes and Dobbs are posting these 24s. It's like, what's going on? But the first and the third levels to Hourglass, you managed to optimize to some really impressive world records.
Yeah, they went easy. I got really lucky on the first level because I'm really bad at car levels. I even don't like them, but I did a bad input, and that kind of shot me over a gap. And then I was like, what did I do? And then I managed to recreate it, and I just got really, really lucky pressing a wrong button and ending up with a good strategy.
A bad input was a result of you getting a time that was very ahead of everyone else at the early stages of the first round of this second round.
Yeah, true.
But right before the race, we had an announcement from head of Speed Gaming, Fiesel, kind of going over our format. And this week, we are not offering any prizes to the racers or the level creators. We're kind of reworking things, thinking about maybe a different date or time, perhaps a different source for levels. But if you are, if you haven't been present in the Discord and, are a viewer and would like to give us feedback, we're absolutely looking for that. Do you guys have any thoughts going forward about the format or the date and time?
Well, honestly, Saturday is a good day, but I think during the week, especially Fridays and honestly Mondays as well, the Mario community is like a lot busier during the actual tournament hours. So maybe it's more like people are busy on the weekend or something. Could be.
Yeah, I'm interested
Gotcha.
to see what we do wind up doing with everything, whether it just be a schedule change or if we totally go with a brand new format. It'll be fun to see where it goes.
Yeah, especially for someone who used to do maps. I really should get back into making my own maps. I have a map in mind that's not so miserable. Fortress? I think that's what it was called. I should probably check out my Switch just to see what that is, where that was. But but the format, I'm very interested in how that will change as we move on throughout the next week.
And also talk about maybe doing a monthly prize instead of it every week at the end of the month. Picking perhaps the best levels of that month and then featuring those on a special monthly race and then offering a prize up there. But yeah, tons of stuff to stay tuned for here on Speed Gaming and in particular the Mario Maker 2 Weekly. Does anybody have any final thoughts? We're not going to be joined by Chaos Legion, Just Fruit Salad, or Zero Planes. They're eating and doing other such things. Any final thoughts from Dobbs or Al?
Just if you're wanting to get involved, check it out. Try to get involved in the Discord. Submit some levels. We need people for testing levels. Anything you want to do. If you want to get involved, please do. The Discord link looks like it's going to show up in chat.
Yep. And for you, Hourglass?
I'm really happy. Like I want to say TB Donut Boy and mispronounced Sarjay or Mr. Icicles for both of them to actually put levels in the Mario Maker as I asked them to do. And I hope that everyone that sees these levels and sees the tournament-ish thing they kind of get like a feeling to want to join this, and hopefully they do as well, because a lot of people, especially in the community during the week, make such good things. I mean, it would be very nice to see it here.
Yeah, definitely.
I couldn't agree more. The more the merrier, as they say. I think that will just about do it for us here on Speed Gaming 5. Tons of stuff going on right at this moment, from Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer to a Link to the Past randomizer. So make sure you go and check out something on Speed Gaming to preoccupy your time. I've been August 40th, joined by Professor Render, and we've been had the pleasure to view the race by Dobbs, Zero Planes, Just Fruit Salad, Coas Legion, and the Hourglass. So make sure you go give them a follow here. And that'll be it for me. I'll catch y'all another race another week.
Take it easy, everybody.